Two totally high-end spec smartphones, but two totally different approaches. That's what we see here between these two formidable phablets. Hey guys, John V from Phone Arena. You're watching our video comparison between the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus and the LG G4. This is it, folks. These are the best of the best from the respective companies. You have the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus and the LG G4. And what's great about both of them is the fact that everywhere you look, you're going to just find high-end specs, and that's what you'd expect in premium smartphones like these. So for example, you have quad HD displays on board with two, also massive sizes. You have also speedy performances thanks to their chipsets, and of course their experiences are really ideal for a lot of different people, especially power users, because they have a lot of features and they're quite in-depth in what they have to offer. And you won't be disappointed either by their cameras. They're just excellent for a wide range of uses. So they both feature 16 megapixel rear cameras. The S6 Edge Plus has an f1.9 aperture lens, while LG does it a little bit better with an f1.8 aperture lens. Now it's great that they both offer extensive shooting modes to choose from, but we like the styling more of the G4's interface because it has a scheme that's kind of similar to what you'd find in a DSLR. So you have things like the stabilization meter and also finer controls with its manual mode. As far as quality, we can't deny that the G4 has this slight edge over the Edge Plus. That's because it produces a little bit more detail and it's complemented by its more natural looking colors. It's not to say that the Note 5 isn't bad, it's just not a step above the G4. However, when it comes to video recording, we'd give Edge Plus the slight edge because it's a little bit sharper looking, though the G4 is still pretty good on its own, especially when the two offer Ultra HD capture. And there are some advantages going with the S6 Edge Plus versus the G4. The biggest one of them has to be the flashier design. You look at it, it just looks beautiful, and it's also more premium with its glass meeting metal construction. It's super thin and it feels like a high-end phone too. And it's further accentuated by its dual curved display. It just gives it this really cool aesthetics that you don't get with many other handsets. The second thing here is that the screen itself is more color accurate with a choice of different color modes to choose from. Yes, it is quad HD resolution, same thing as the G4, but when it comes to the other characteristics of the display, the color temperature, the contrast, the gamma value, and even the color reproduction, Samsung does it better with this. You also have a faster processor, better performance out of it in both the processing and graphics side, and it's also accompanied with a lot more RAM, so the handset overall feels a lot snappier than the G4. And finally, you also get longer lasting battery life with this. That could be attributed not only to the chipset, but in combination with the more energy efficient display on board. There are also some compelling reasons to go with the G4 over the S6 Edge Plus. The biggest one here has to be related to storage. You have a micro SD card slot, which gives it extra versatility because you can't really increase the storage capacity with the S6 Edge Plus. On top of that, you also have a removable battery, so in the event that the battery goes dead, you can always swap it out with a different one. Again, that's just more versatility to the end user. You could also easily change the look of the handset with its back covers. Now the one we have here is a leather one, which gives it a sophisticated look, but if you want more of a modern look to it, you could probably pick up any one of the cool pattern designs with the plastic casings. And like we said earlier, the camera tends to be superior in many aspects, from the UI itself down to the quality. It does a better job than the Edge Plus. And lastly, it has a tempting price, a very tempting price over the S6 Edge Plus. Samsung's product just calls for a huge premium. This handset you could probably pick up nowadays for $450 outright, whereas with the S6 Edge Plus, you're going to be forking over $750 to pick up that handset. So there's some added value in the fact that you're going to get a lot more savings with the G4. And for most people, at the end of the day, if you're not really into that flashy design or the added functionality of that dual curved display, the G4 gets the job done as well.